Deena Krishna, Ayansh, Subhadra, Giridhari. Happy to have you all.
Mataji,
Yes. Yes, Vita.
I
Tell me.
said that I sent my recordings. Yes.
I'm sorry?
I sent my recordings yesterday.
Yes, very good. Good job, dear. Yes, Garima also sent it. Mathili also sent her recordings. Jahnavi sent it. Monish, but I'm not getting your recordings. How come?
21.
Yes, Deena Krishna also sent it. So nice. Yes. Sanavi also sent it. Yes, a lot of children sent it, but there are few who did not send it. So I want everybody to send their recordings.
Mataji,
Yes,
Mataji.
Monish.
I couldn't send it because I forgot, because I go to school and then I just forgot, and then
I
come
know,
back
I
and
know. It's okay, but try to send your recordings every day. Before you go to sleep at night, you must send your recordings. Because recordings are important. Recordings is not just the just like because Mataji is saying do it, but recordings is a part of recitation and memorizing and remembering. Right? And see, before we go to sleep, if we remember Krishna and we record, this is so nice, right? Because we are speaking same thing what Krishna is speaking to Arjuna, right? And this is how we get the knowledge in disciplic succession. So we are singing the song of Krishna, a beautiful song which Krishna has given. Do you all know how much time Krishna took to speak whole
45 minutes.
whole Bhagavad Gita
40 minutes.
to Arjuna?
40.
1 hour.
40
I think at least 45 days.
45 minutes.
Maybe 45 days.
45 minutes.
Yes, you see, this whole Bhagavad Gita, Krishna spoke to Arjuna only in 45 minutes, and Arjuna understood it all the way nicely. You know that. Of course, Arjuna is a pure devotee. But my point is, if we also send our recordings, we are singing the same song which Krishna sang to Arjuna, and we are learning that knowledge.
We have to put it
Right?
in our brain.
This is the most important knowledge anyone can have throughout their life. This is the most important. Okay.
Arjuna knew all his knowledge, but he told Krishna, he heard it again.
I'll explain you later.
He heard
That
it
part
ag-
later.
He heard it again just for us, so we can know
Yes,
the knowledge.
he was under illusion and by a yoga maya, and then Krishna spoke whole Bhagavad Gita to explain him. So let's quickly start with our prayers, okay? Om
Vandeham Shri Kamalam Shri Guru
Krishna Chaitanya Devam Shri Radha Krishna Lalita Shri Vishakhanascha He Krishna Karuna Sindhu Dinabandhu Jagatpate Gopesha Gopika Kanta Radha Kanta Namostute
Tapta Kanchana
Kanchana Gaurangi Radhe Vrindavaneshwari Vrishabhanu Sute Devi Pranamami Haripriye Panchakalpatarubhyascha Kripa Sindhubhya eva cha Patitanam Pavanebhyo Vaishnavebhyo Namo Namah. Jai Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhara Shivasadi Gaura Bhakta Vrinda. Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare. Srila Prabhupada ki Jai. Srila Gurudev ki Jai. teacher. So, welcome Chitra. I'm so happy to have you, beta, after a long time. So we are on chapter 14, verse number. Who's going to tell me? I forgot today's verse.
Number 25. Number 25.
Yes, you all are. Yes, you all are amazing. Wonderful. Yes. So we are on verse number 25 today. And let's start.
26 also.
Yes, and then Thursday, Friday, we both have special days. Friday is a games day, dress up day, fancy dress competition, and Thursday is a special.
Hare Krishna Mataji. Hare Krishna Mataji. Hare Krishna. Is Mataji here? Mataji is frozen.
Yes, Mataji is frozen.
Then let's sing verse 22 and verse 21.
Frozen. Now let's do 12. Let's do
Mataji, we can't hear you or see you.
Okay, so whether Ingrid and Hari are the host now.
Mataji, are you there?
Mataji left the meeting.
Daddy is the host now. Yeah, we're the host.
Why do you want me to unmute? Why do you want me to unmute? Giridhari? She's just making people unmute.
My sister did that. Sorry, everyone. I accidentally did
Sorry,
that.
everyone.
My brother did that. My brother told me.
No.
Okay, Mataji is here now.
Chandni Mataji is the host now.
Can everybody hear me now?
Yes, Mataji, but we can't.
Yes, I think there was some issue with the internet and it kicked me out. Oh my goodness.
But Mataji, we
Internet
can't
is very
see
bad
you.
sometimes. Yes, so let's start with our verse number 25.
25 and
quickly.
26.
Let's start,
Mataji,
okay?
we can't see you.
Are you sure? I'm here. My video is on.
Yeah, I can see you, Mataji.
I can.
Okay, I turned it off and turned it on.
I can.
There are
All-
two here.
Okay, who is not able to see me? Okay.
See you, Mataji.
Okay, perfect. If someone is not able to see me or hear me, just log out and log in back quickly, okay? Okay. So let's start our verse number 25 quickly. Am I clearly audible to everybody?
Yes.
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 Perfect. Wonderful. So let's see what Krishna is saying here. Okay, Shri Bhagavan Vacha, right? Yes, very good. Now the next part, right? Yesterday, like it's a whole one translation which discussed four shlokas. So let's discuss what Krishna is saying in next part. Next shloka, he's saying, who is equal toward the desirable and undesirable, who is steady. We are discussing the quality of the person who is already in the mode of transcendence, who is steady, situated equally well in praise and blame, honor and dishonor, who treats alike both friend and enemy, and who has renounced all material activities. Such a person is said to have transcended the mores of nature. So here, Srila Prabhupada explains very beautifully in the purport. Like I always say, if we don't read purport, we cannot understand Bhagavad Gita, because Srila Prabhupada is actually personally explaining us so beautifully, holding our hand. So Srila Prabhupada says here that the materially situated person is always affected by so-called honor and dishonor, right? Honor and dishonor means Sometime, okay, so if I praise you all, will you all like it? Yeah. But if I say bad things about you, will you all like it? No. So that's kind of dishonor, right? See, I'm just trying to explain in a kid's way, but on adults' way, it's a little different. People now in Kali Yuga, in modern society, everybody wants to hear good things about them. They want to be honored. They want prestige. Everybody should give them respect. But the person who is in mode of transcendence, he doesn't care for neither getting respect, nor being insulted, nor being blamed, nor being dishonored. He doesn't care because he knows that this material world is temporary. And the most important thing for that person is to perform his devotional service, not being affected by all this. See, Srila Prabhupada says he performs his duty in Krishna consciousness, and he does not mind whether a man honors or dishonors him. He accepts things that are favorable for his duty in Krishna consciousness. Otherwise, he has no necessity of anything material, whether it's a stone or a gold. For him, both are same. It's not that he's attached to gold and he will hanker for it, he will keep it. No, it's not like that. He takes everyone as his dear friend who helps in his execution of Krishna consciousness. And he does not hate his so-called enemy. To begin with, this kind of person does not have an enemy, because a person who sees Krishna in everyone's heart, he is dear to everyone, and everyone is dear to him. But even if somebody is behaving bad with him, and we say so-called enemy, this person does not hate him. There's no hate in his heart for anybody. He is equally disposed towards everybody. He sees everything at the same equal level, because he knows that he has nothing to do with his material existence. He knows he's continuously engaged in the service of the Lord. He can attempt anything for Krishna, but for his personal self, he does not attempt anything. He doesn't want even anything for himself. Whatever he gets, he engages everything in the service of Krishna. Do you all understand the mode of transcendence? What are the nature? What is the nature, right? So this is a very higher level understanding. But kiddie level, I'll just explain you. Suppose Soumya and Avyukta fight, okay? And then Soumya says, oh, Avyukta is such a bad girl. And Avyukta says, Soumya is such a bad girl. And then Sri Leela and Varun fight. And Varun says, oh, Sri Leela is such a bad girl. Right? And then Sri Leela says, no, Varun is bad. And you all just don't even talk to each other for 15 days. Right? Because you all had a little fight, you all had a little arguments. That's a kiddie thing, you know. But at an adult level, like, there is no hatred. The person who has already transcended the modes of nature, for him, everybody is a friend. He never thinks anybody as an enemy. He never thinks, oh, I'm honored today. Wow, I deserve such a prestige. I deserve such a respect and honor. Oh, today I'm dishonored. I'm very, very sad. This is not what I deserve. No, that's not the characteristics. Okay. So this is what is verse number 25. And verse number 26 is a part of important shlokas. Okay. So let's discuss what is verse number 26. Actually, 26 is hard to understand until you all understand 27. So today I'll discuss a small part of 26 and more tomorrow. So Krishna says, one who engages in full devotional service, unfailing in all circumstances, at once transcends the modes of material nature and thus comes to the level of Brahman. Do you all remember Arjuna asked how many questions?
3.
Arjuna asked how many questions?
3.
Third question. What was the third question? The third question was, how does he transcend the modes of material nature? So verse number 26, Krishna replies him. How do you transcend? So Krishna says, if you engage in my devotional service, right? But what kind of devotional service it is? It is unfailing in all circumstances. It's not a handicap bhakti. Now, what does that mean? That means today, I feel like, Mommy, today I feel like offering some prasadam, some bhoga to Krishna. Give me plate, I'll offer. Okay. And then tomorrow mommy says, can you please go offer to your deities? I want to just sit and watch TV. I'm going out to play with friends. Then day after tomorrow, I'm too busy. I don't feel like. And then a day after, I'm playing with my dolls. Please don't disturb me. That's not fully determined, right? Some service we take up into our life and we do it in all the situations, in all the circumstances, unfailing. We are not failing. We are determined to do that service, right? Regardless, right? There is a saying in Atlanta, when we go for Harinam Sankirtan or book distribution, we say that rain or snow, let it go, right? No, rain or snow, let's go. That means whether it's raining or whether it's snowing, we have to go for book distribution. Once a week, this is our day and we have to go, unfailing. Yes. Yes, no, it's coming. Okay. So the point is, I say, in unfailing in all the situations, whether situations are favorable for us, not favorable for us, but when we are fully engaged in devotional service at the lotus feet of who? At the lotus feet of Krishna. At once he attains what? He transcends the modes of material nature and then he comes to the level of Brahman. Now, what is the level of Brahman? That we will discuss tomorrow, not today. But my point of explanation is, you see the first word in this shloka is Mam Chayo Vyabhicharena. Mam Chayo. Everybody. Yes, very good. So Mam Chayo. Mam means what? Unto me. Cha also. Ya means a person. Vyabhicharena. Avyabhicharena means without fail. So in the purpose, Srila Prabhupada explains very beautifully that the one who is engaged in the service of any forms of Krishna, whether it's Ram, Krishna, what happens? They are fully transcendental. They are blissful. Those people, they are full of knowledge. They are eternal. Such personality of Godhead are omnipotent. So if one engages himself in the service of Krishna with full determination, unfailing, although these modes of material nature are very difficult to overcome, 3 modes, but one can overcome very easily. So this is already explained in chapter 7 also. So one who surrenders unto Krishna at once overcomes the influence of the modes of material nature. So now we discuss the whole chapter about the modes of material nature. Now, what is the conclusion in verse number 26? How can we transcend these modes of material nature? How can we transcend? Tell me, Monish. How can we transcend? How can we overcome these 3 modes? Giridhari, Prahlad, Janvi. Yes, Janvi.
Chanting Hare Krishna.
Of course, by chanting Hare Krishna, because yes. Yes, doing devotional service. Yes.
Krishna.
Yes, without fail. Yes. Everybody, can everybody reply me? Yes, Sanvi. How can we transcend the modes?
By thinking on Krishna.
Yes, by thinking about Krishna. Yes, see, there are 9 processes of devotional services, right? There are 9 processes.
Remembering.
Yes, later. So the point is that doing devotional service to Krishna in all situations, in all circumstances. Okay, let's take a simple example. Do you all do Ekadashis? Mostly everybody does Ekadashis. Yes. Sometime it happens that it's a simple food, or mommy has not made very opulent, or today I have to go to school and it's Ekadashi, but we still do Ekadashi. Yes or no?
Yes.
Yes. Similarly, you all have deities at home. Sometime you do abhishek at deities. Some you offer prasadam. If you all go and tell your mommy and daddy, from today, 1 meal a day, every day is my duty. I will offer. You teach me what are the prayers, how to offer food. So that is also a devotional service. Or if you all chant 1 round every single day, at least minimum 1 round. It could be 2, it could be 4, it could be 8, it could be 10. But some devotional service fixed, unfailing in all circumstances. When we do that, will we be able to overcome these modes, 3 modes?
Yes.
Yes or no?
Yes.
Yeah. So from today,
Yes.
everybody is going to take up some service in the house.
Yes.
Any service, any favorite service you all must take. And I want everybody to send a message in the WhatsApp group that what service you all are going to take up from today, every single day without fail. Whether it's cold, whether it's winter, summer, rainy, spring, whether it's Ekadashis, whether it's normal days, whether we have exams, but we must do that one service every single day.
I'm going to read my brother's one story every day.
So is everybody going to send me a message in the WhatsApp group?
I'm gonna read my brother's one story.
Devotional service, or even hearing a lecture, or serving the deities, any the service. Changing the deities' water. Changing the deities' water.
I give
Right?
my DD shower every day.
Yes, some service has to be done, and then you all can easily transcend the modes of material nature. That's what Krishna is saying. Okay, so did everybody get it? How do we transcend modes of material nature? Vrinda, Mukunda, Chitra. Now let her speak. So Chitra is going to speak. Chitra is going to speak, and then Vrinda is going to speak. Vrinda and Mukunda. I want to hear from Subhadra. I want to hear from Mathili. How do we transcend the modes of material nature? What is Krishna saying? How do we transcend the modes of material nature?
My devotional service.
By devotional
Service. Mathili, I didn't hear you. Prahlad, how do we transcend the modes of material nature?
By remembering Krishna.
By doing devotional service.
But what kind of devotional service? Once a week? What kind of devotional service? Does it have to
Every
be only
single
once a
day,
week?
day and night.
Day and night.
Every
Daily.
single day, day and night.
Unfailing in all circumstances. That means you pick a service every single day and you do it without failing. And you all can pick your service. You can sit down with your parents and decide your service. But you must do one, unfailing in all situations. Even if you have exams, you have play dates, you have anything, you must do it. Right? So that is what is unfailing with determination. So let's go quickly for our verse. And I'm sure everybody understood these 2 verses very nicely today, right? Yes? So Varun, how do we transcend the modes of material nature? The 3 modes, dear? Aditya, how do we transcend, dear?
Mataji, what?
You can transcend the 3 modes by serving Krishna and doing devotional service.
We can do
Yes,
Varun,
one
pay
way.
attention.
devotional
Varun,
service.
pay attention next time. Pay attention next time.
I couldn't
No, you're already
hear
paying
the
attention.
question.
You're wonderful. Yes, Varun, what is it, Pida?
Mataji, I couldn't even hear the question. Your voice was breaking for me.
No problem. I was saying, how do we transcend the modes of material nature? What is Krishna saying in
We
verse
can do
number
devotional
26?
service. We can do chanting. We can
Yes. Yes, there are 9 processes of devotional service. You can pick any. Yes, wait, Varun. Yes, you are perfect. Yes, but all of you, one thing is important. What kind of devotional service? Today I will chant 1 round, and for 10 days I won't chant any round. And then again, all of a sudden, after 10 days, all of a sudden I think, you know what, I feel like chanting today, so I'll just chant 1 round. And then for 15 days, no chanting. Is that kind of devotional service Krishna is speaking?
No.
What kind of devotional service Krishna is speaking?
I'm saying
In all
Kartik?
circumstances, you have to remember him and chant his holy name.
Yes. Yes. So in all the circumstances, unfailing, right? We should not fail in our devotional service. That kind of service Krishna is talking about, right? Now tell me, all of you tell me one thing. Do you all eat dinner every day?
Yes.
Yes. Do you all fail any day? No. Similarly, when it comes to shower, do we fail taking shower even one day? No, we never fail. Similarly, our meals we never skip. Similarly, we should never skip our devotional service, right? Is it okay? Is it okay if we don't feed the deities food and we sit down and we eat? No. So that is also service, right? Your mommy, daddy offers food every single day, right? You can take up that service. You can take chanting. You can take kirtan. You can take reading the scriptures. Any service. Okay. Everybody's going to send me a message in WhatsApp group. What service everybody's going to take up to from today? Perfect. Good job, all of you. You all are amazing. My goodness. Yes.
I'm gonna
Vrinda.
take up cleaning the house because this is all Krishna's house. So I want to clean the house. Mataji, we can't hear you.
Yes. You can hear me now, Vita.
What?
Okay, so let's do this way. Everybody just send me in the group, okay? In the WhatsApp. Let's go quickly for verse number 25. Okay, everybody ready? Okay. Manapamanayos. What is it? Manapamanayos. Manapamanayos. Manapamanayos tulyas. Manapamanayos tulyas. Very good. Manapamanayos tulyas. Manapamanayos tulyas. Manapamanayos tulyas. If everybody is getting hard time, leave it. Manapa, everybody. Manapa. Manayos. Tulyas. Manayos tulyas. Manapamanayos tulyas. Very good. So let's see. What do you mean by mana? Such a long word, right? So when you break it apart, it's man. Mana means in honor. Everybody, mana means honor. And apamanayoho. Apamanayoho means dishonor. Apamanayoho means dishonor. Okay. And then comes tulyas. Tulyas means equally disposed. Tulya means equal. Yesterday we discussed tulya means equal. Okay. Tulyo mitrari. Tulyo mitrari. Tulyo mitrari. Akshayoho. अक्षयोः 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 तुल्यो मित्रारिपक्षयोः तुल्यो मित्रारिपक्षयोः तुल्यो मित्रारिपक्षयोः Mitra. Everybody. Mitra means friend. Everybody. Mitra means friend. And Ari means enemies. Pakshayoho means to the parties. Remember, we discussed that the person who is in mode of transcendence, he doesn't care for honor, dishonor. He is friend to everybody, and there is nobody who is his enemy. Right? Next. Sarvarambha. Sarvarambha Parityagi Sarvarambha Parityagi Sarvarambha Parityagi Sarvarambha Parityagi Very good. Sarvarambha Parityagi I am not hearing a lot of children here. Vrinda, Mukunda, Ayansh, Avyukta, Chitra, Krishna, Mathili, everybody on unmute, and I want to hear everybody clearly. Okay, dear? Okay, chalo. Sarvarambha Parityagi
My friends. Sarvarambha Parityagi Mataji, you're frozen. Mataji will come back. Mataji is still here. Yeah, she's still here, but we cannot see her, and she's frozen. We can stay yesterday's yoga.
You're a host now.
If you want, we can stay yesterday's yoga. Buddy. Again. You say yesterday's yoga. Mataji will feel happy. Subhadra and Giridhari are the host. Just say the sloka. Yesterday's sloka. Okay, I'll just do one sloka. Let's do a 22 and 20. No, let's do 23 and 24. Yeah, do it. Okay.
Himacharyam katham chetam sthanti vartate.
Let's sing 21.
Okay.
Good. Mataji is there. Mataji is there now. Mataji
Yes,
is
I'm
there
back
now.
here. Okay, I think there was some issue with the internet. I don't know what. So let's continue. Sarvarambha Parityagi Sarvarambha Parityagi गुणातीत उच्यते ते गुणातीत उच्यते तीतः
इसको फेंक दे बेटा, ऐसी मुंह में लेनी थी ना उसको।
उच्यते गुणातीतः उच्यते गुणातीतः You all got it. So sarva rambha. Sarva means of all. Rambha means endeavors. Parityagi means renouncer. Right? It doesn't endeavor too much for material things. Gunatitaha. Gunatita means the person who is transcendental to the material modes of nature. Uchyate. Uchyate means he is said to be. Is said to be. So everybody, let's start. Manapamanayos tulyas paripakshayoho sarvarambha parityagi तः स उच्यते Very good. Manapamanayos tulyo mitraripakshayoho itah uच्यते natitah uच्यते Good. So everybody ready for repetition quickly?
Okay.
Yes. Yes, Mataji. Please.
3. Everybody. 1, 2, 3. One, 2, 3. Today I'll pick two kids. Pick the shloka. One, 2, 3. Last time, everybody. Last time, Shamagari, loudly.
Yes, Mataji.
Job, you all did amazing. So I quickly want to hear today Jahnavi. Jahnavi, say the shloka quickly.
Can I say it? Can I say Mataji?
See, today Jahnavi will speak.
What sloka?
Same, what we just learned. Verse 25.
What's 26, not 25.
25, Varuna.
26.
No.
8.
I can barely hear you, but that's okay, no problem. So next I will tell, wait, Soumya, speak the shloka.
Mataji.
Soumya.
Mataji, can Shubhadra and Giridhari say?
Pakshayo Sarvabhauma Pradijnagi Mridasa Uchyate.
Job. So everybody, you all did wonderful. Now we're going to end the class here. We were supposed to do 26, but the time ran out short. So what we will do, we will do 26 and 27 tomorrow. And we'll continue the discussion also of 26. Everybody has to send me the recording of verse number, only one verse today, 25, and 1 to 24 separate, everybody. Okay?
I know
Mataji, we promise we will repeat the shloka 5 times at night.
Yeah, yes, everybody has to repeat the shlokas 5 times at night.
I have a question, but I already know the 26 sloka.
It's okay, so you don't have to do 26. Know the word number 26. So, we will, they can speak the 26 shloka at the end of the class tomorrow. And I'll see you tomorrow and we'll discuss more tomorrow. Okay?
Hare
Bye.
Krishna,
See you all.
Mataji.
Hare Krishna,
Mataji.
Mataji. Krishna Mataji. Krishna Mataji.
Krishna dear, I'm ending the class. We'll catch up tomorrow more, okay? Love you all.
Love you.
Mataji,
Krishna.
you're not the host. Oh, I'm the host. Should I end everyone?
Mm.
Yes?
Yes.